Welcome back to my channel, guys, and thank you for tuning. So this is a video of me absolutely doing nothing. I was just trying to show you guys the hair. Can you just peep that hairline? You will see it just now, like it's popping in so many ways that I can't even describe. Yes, it is. But yeah, I was absolutely doing nothing, and I was actually getting ready to go out for my birthday, and I made this hair specifically for that. And now you'll see that popping hairline. So how did I do it? I'm sure you're wondering. Initially, I started off with 2 packets of 18 inches and 1 packet of 20 inch. And I also had an 18-inch lace frontal, which I will all show you just now. There's the hair. You like? You like? Yes, of course. So initially I thought to just show you over the hair first, and then I decided to just continue to show the other products instead. So you see me putting away the hair. And for the products, I had my bleach powder and the developer, and also shampoo and some conditioner. And you'll also need an empty plastic container, anything. So you'll pour the bleach powder, pour, then mix it with some developer. There isn't any exact measurement to it. Personally, for me, I didn't use any exact measurement. Instead, I just mixed it until it was a thick consistency. You don't want it to be runny, because if you put it on your lace frontal, it will run through the lace frontal, which is not good for you. So now you place your aluminum foil, you put your lace frontal, and then you start to put the bleach powder mixed with the developer on the lace frontal. So you will do so. I used a plastic knife, because you want to make it like you're putting butter on some bread. You don't want it to run through. You want it to be exactly on top of the lace, as opposed to it going through the lace and also staining your hair. So you continue to put it using the motion as if you were putting butter on bread. So that the whole of the lace frontal is completely covered, and you can see me doing that in that video. You continue to put it.
Together forever, baby. So baby, just let me know. So baby, just let me know. Baby, just let me know. Baby, just let me know, girl.
So once you're done, you just tear off some aluminium foil so that you can cover the hair, and you leave it to sit for a bit. So you'll leave it to sit for approximately 30 to 40 minutes. But during this process, you will also be checking on it to make sure that it's going the way you want it to, and to also make sure that your bleach is not sipping through the lace frontal. And of course, as you see in the video, I brought a watch with me just to keep the time. And now you focus on the hair bundles, because remember that before you put the hair bundles on you, you need to treat them, at least wash them, so that you need to just wash them. I can't give you a reason why to wash them. So how to do so is that you lay them out and you put conditioner on them. But to make the process much better, you wet them a little bit with some water, as I have gone to do by the sink. And then once you come, they're a little bit damp. You pour as much conditioner as possible on them, just to make sure that you get as much product on the hair. And then you just mix it up. You want to do so in a way that you do not disturb the curls on the hair. Of course, the reason why you wouldn't want curly hair is to have curly hair. So you want to maintain that. You put them like that, and then you close them in aluminum foil, and you leave them to dip condition for a while before you get back to washing them.
So baby, just let me know.
I realized that I had leftover bleaching mixture, so I thought, why not change the ends of the hair to a brown color. I just wanted to show this because a lot of people do ask me if the hair can be bleached or dyed, and I wanted to just show that in this video as well. So the hair, you can bleach it. As you see that I'm putting some bleach on the hair at the moment, and you turn it just to make sure that you can get the bleach on the other side as well. But as you can see, I'm not putting it in any uniform way because I'm not trying to make the end. So don't forget to always be checking on the hair to make sure that you do not over process it. For me, I actually end up under processing half the time, but then once it's done, you realize that the colors change to a bit of brown. Then you go and wash it. As you can see, that is the result of the hair being bleached, or the lace frontal being bleached in this case. So since I was also highlighting the bundles, I had to highlight the ends of the lace frontal. So as soon as I put the bleach on them, I decided I might as well be doing something in the meantime. So I decided to just do a bit of plucking. But since the lace frontal already comes with some baby hairs, you don't need to put that much work into it to make it look really good. So I just plucked only a few hairs. As you can see that I used a tweezer, and then I was doing so in a line motion. But make sure it's not a straight line, because once you finish your wig, it looks so natural when you have the hairline that is all just a straight line. So try to open it up a little bit, like by removing a bit of hair and then tweezing on each part, as seen in the video that I'm showing you guys now. So you'll find that hair will start coming off as you tweeze, and you can see that I'm putting the hair on the side just to show you how much will be coming off in this case. But make sure not to over tweeze at any particular point, because you will end up with points that have bold spots, and those won't look nice once you wear the wig, and obviously you'll just look tacky. So try to be as careful as possible. Do not be careless like me in this instance. And also while you're doing that, you can check on your hair to see if it's a correct color correct color that you would like it to be. As you can see, the ends are slightly brown now. I didn't want to go for like blonde highlights. I wanted just a toned down brown. So after you do that, you check on your lace frontal as well, and then once you feel that they're the colors that you want, you go ahead and wash them. So now the hair is all prepped and ready to go. I have my needles and I have my thread, and in this case I actually used a weave-in cap as opposed to a wig cap, but a wig cap would have been better. So now you place your lace frontal where you want it to be, and then you start to stitch it down. Remember that the stitching in this case is the most important part about the lace frontal, because at the front of the lace frontal there will nothing be holding it. So you need to make sure that your stitching is very, very firm, as seen in the video.
It's knocking, girl, just open the door. Your mama don't want you to be with the rapper. I'm gonna quit to be with you forever. Girl, I really want us to be together.
So you can turn your mannequin head to the side to make it as comfortable for you as possible, because remember, while you're doing this, you don't want to strain yourself, and you want to make sure that you can see clearly what you're doing. So you can turn it to the side and continue to stitch.
Baby, it's a love, it's a battle. Baby, I'ma fight for you, so let me know right now if we'll be together forever, baby. So baby, just let me know. So baby, just let me know. Baby, just
Just continue until the end and make sure that it is firm and secure, especially when you get to the last one. And you do the same for the other side as well. So now you start to stitch down the hair, going in a line motion across the head. I obviously did not record the rest of me doing that because it's basically the same thing until you come to the top where the lace frontal is. So to make this video much shorter and of course less time consuming for you and also for me as I was recording. So now you realize that it's done, and you might be wondering where the weave cap is. I did not remove the front of the weave cap, I just tucked it inside. So it's still there, you don't have to cut it out, but if you feel uncomfortable having it as well, you can cut it out. So now you can just see that I'm cutting the baby hairs to make them a little bit shorter. And in this little spray bottle that you see me using, there's only water and about 1 teaspoon of conditioner. And you know, curly hair loves water so much. So now you will see me attempting to just lay the baby hairs. But as you can see that I'm not doing it with gel yet because this is only for trial basis. I want to see how they will lay down. So I'm going to use a bit of water to just lay them down. It's such a struggle because I mean it's water. It's not going to make them just lie flat. But as you can see, it is somehow working. So this is what you would do if you're wearing the wig, and in this case you would do it with gel so that the baby hairs stay down, and once you do this it makes it look more natural. As you can see, I slightly style the hair to make sure that you see what it will look like if you part it to the side. And I hope you guys don't mind me using a toothbrush. Obviously don't use the toothbrush that you use on a daily basis. You use the old toothbrush that you don't use anymore. Just to try and zoom in a bit on the hair so that you can see what it all looks like. So yeah, so basically that is it. You can see the baby hairs are laid like that. And you can see that somehow the scalp looks a bit transparent. So once you wear the wig, you're going to wear it in such a way that you pull it a bit onto just before your hairline starts, where the scalp is, so that that part will be showing the scalp. And as you can see now that the highlight is kind of popping, and once you're in the sun it will show more. You see, that is where the highlight is. And you can see behind my mannequin head there is one bundle of hair left. I only used 2 bundles, the 18-inch and the 20-inch, and then I used the lace frontal because I didn't want hair that's too big. Yeah. So now I'm just spraying this part so that I can just brush the hair a bit down, the hair on the lace frontal, so that it covers the first track of the hair bundles. So you just spray it down and then you brush it with your little toothbrush. And then it will look all super neat and nice. Don't you think so? Okay, so shake, 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 and spray, spray, spray. It was actually just such a great project though. I really, really liked doing this. And it was my first time doing lace frontal. And I kind of wondered how I would do in it. But here's the result, guys. And you can see the little bit of brown popping out. And you can see the hair. You can see the scalp, like, because I bleached it, so it became brown. So thank you guys for watching my video, and I hope you guys learned something, and just give me some feedback. I know I'm not a professional. It was my first time doing this.
Yeah, I just wanna settle with you, baby.